A tale of e-waste and advocacy, the silent poison. Usman and his younger brother Ahmed were scavengers. Every day, they would go to the dump site near their home in the southwestern Nigeria to look for anything valuable they could sell or use. They would shift through the piles of discarded electronics, wires, batteries, and other waste, hoping to find some copper, gold, or silver. They would also collect plastic bottles, cans, and paper to sell to recyclers. They were not the only ones who did this. Many other children and adults from their community depended on the dump site for their livelihood. Some of them had even built makeshift homes there, using scraps of metal and wood. The dump site was their source of income, but also a source of misery. The electronic waste, popularly known as e-waste, which they handled, contained toxic metals such as mercury, cadmium, and lead. These metals could leach into the soil and water or be released into the air when burned. They could also enter their bodies through inhalation, ingestion, or skin contact. The metals could damage their nervous system, kidneys, liver, bones, blood, and even the reproductive organs. They could cause birth defects, developmental delays, learning disabilities, behavioral problems, cancer, and even death. Usman and Ahmed did not know about these dangers. They did not have access to education or health care, neither did they have protective equipment or clothing. They did not have a choice. They had to survive. One day, Usman found a broken laptop in the dump site. He was excited because he thought it might contain some valuable parts. He opened it with a screwdriver and saw a shiny metal plate inside. He thought it was silver and decided to take it out. He used a hammer to break the plate into smaller pieces. He did not notice the liquid mercury had spilled out of the plate and onto his hands. He put the pieces in his bag. I showed them to Ahmed, his brother, who was very happy he had found something valuable. Usman then gave his brother one piece and told him to keep it as a gift. Ahmed thanked Usman for the gift and put it in his pocket. They continued their scavenging until sunset. Then they went back home, a small hut made of mud and straw. Usman and Ahmed washed their hands with water from a nearby well. They did not use soap because they did not have any. They ate some rice and beans that their mother had cooked over a fire because they did not have electricity or gas. The brothers went to bed early because they were tired. They shared a thin mattress on the floor with their mother and two other siblings. They did not have blankets or pillows. That night, Usman had a fever and a headache. He felt nauseous and vomited several times. He thought he had eaten something bad and hoped he would feel better in the morning. On the other hand, Ahmed had a nightmare and woke up screaming. He saw a monster chasing him in the dark and he felt scared and confused. He thought he had watched too much TV at the neighbor's house and hoped he would forget it in the morning. Their mother was worried about them but did not know what to do. She did not have any money or transportation to take them to a clinic. Neither did she have medicine or herbs to treat them at home. She prayed to God to heal them and protect them from evil. The next day, Usman and Ahmed did not get better. They got worse. Usman developed tremors and muscle weakness. He could not hold anything in his hand or walk properly. He also had trouble speaking and hearing. Ahmed developed rashes and blisters on his skin where he had touched the metal piece. He also had trouble seeing and breathing. Their mother realized that something was seriously wrong with them and decided to seek help from a local NGO that worked with e-waste workers. She borrowed some money from a friend and hired a tricycle to take them to the NGO's office. There, they met a doctor who examined them. took some blood samples and asked them a couple of questions. He later told them that they had been poisoned by mercury from the laptop plates that Usman had found. He explained that mercury was a very dangerous metal that could affect the brain, nerves, lungs, skin, eyes, ears, heart, kidney, liver, bones, blood, and even the reproductive system. He said that there was no cure for mercury poisoning, but only supportive treatment. In addition, he said that they needed to be hospitalized immediately for further tests and treatment. He also told them that they were not the only ones who suffered from e-waste poisoning in their community. He said that many other children and adults had been exposed to other toxic metals such as cadmium and lead from e-waste recycling activities. He said his mistake continued. He said that cadmium could cause kidney damage, bone loss, lung cancer, while lead could cause anemia, brain damage, behavioral problems, and infertility. He said that these metals could also affect the unborn children of pregnant women who worked or lived near the dump site. The doctor told their mother that the NGO was trying to raise awareness and also provide education, healthcare, and alternative livelihoods for the e-waste workers and their families. He said that they needed more support and cooperation from the government, the industry, and the public to address the problem of e-waste and its effects. The doctor said to their mother, "I hope that Usman and Ahmed will recover from their poisoning and have a better future. I also hope you will reach out to members of your community to educate them on the hazardous effects of mishandling electronic waste." Unfortunately, Usman and Ahmed never fully recovered from the effects of mercury poisoning, as their mother became a strong advocate for proper handling of electronic waste, as she wished that no one else would have to suffer like her children did. Our society today needs more people like Usman and Ahmed's mother, Mrs. Sani, who will be advocates for such a cause and will protect both the environment and human health. The end.